All right, there we go. What is going on, Team Prime? I am live. Before I get this stream going, you're going to hear background noise because my youngest brother is in the room and he's... mute video. He's going to be in the room and he's going to be noisy, as usual.
He's still streaming in his mic.
And also, we have got Panda here.
Where are you? I have a Slurpee for you.
And I can see Rivers already. Yep, Rivers commented. So we're going to get started in a few minutes, and we're going to cover all of the Toy Fair stuff from Transformers to Power Rangers. For the Rangers.
And boy, oh boy, there's a lot to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
There's a lot to go over.
Have that slurp.
So let's wait for some people to show up, and let's get into this. Actually, before we get this going, I'm gonna turning my live camera, my streaming camera on, but
let's go to Loot Lake. Let's go check Loot Lake.
Turn this on a minute if I can. Yeah, my mug. A little, just like a little haul. I got the Jada Metals. Yeah, my brother's playing Fortnite. Now, put my mic down. I got the Jada Metals.
We're gonna have to give you this bush.
The Last Night Bumblebee movie Optimus.
Because that's kind of how body you are.
And my favorite, the G1 Optimus.
Yeah. Watch.
Like the G1 Optimus is really cool.
He's not a snowman. Watch, he's not a bush, but he's a
snowman. So yeah. Now let's turn this goofy.
Go ahead and in Prime eventually.
Yeah. Hello! I haven't seen you in a while.
Yep. Told you he was in Loot Lake.
I have not seen or heard from you in quite some time, Mr. Halo Jumper.
He's going into lazy. Yeah, you are. We're not stupid.
Wait for a couple more people. I doubt there's not going to be a lot of people. Unlike if Panda here was streaming, there'd be over 300 people sitting there.
Sammy, have you ever had a stream with 300 viewers?
No.
Hi.
Have you, Joe?
Oh. Probably unpleasant.
All right. Quit messing with those fake.
Buddy. That's all we know is flying.
No. All right, let's get into the thing. So where should I start? We'll get to the generation stuff last. So we're gonna start with Cyberverse. Let me start with screen share.
Because I tied the fall damage.
Present, hide. Let's start with the Cyberverse toys. Now, a lot of the Cyberverse stuff is somewhat the same with the new stuff that we were showing off earlier in the week. Like this Megatron we've had.
New stuff too.
Yeah. What was that big class? What is that super big class called? Ultimate or Ultra?
Ultimate.
By the way, only buy for the prisoners.
So we got Ultimate Megatron, and now we've got an Ultimate class Grimlock which is a lot more show accurate than the Hero class Grimlock, I think it's called, or Ultra class. I forget. The scales are confusing. But we've got a more cartoon accurate Grimlock. Here's Megatron again in his robot mode. And here's Grimlock in his bot mode. Now this is a lot more accurate, although the visor, I think he only used that in the last shot of the last the last episode of the first season.
Yeah, he didn't use it much at all. Yeah, Hasbro has used it on both of his best figures.
Yeah.
I'm a bot. I can't hit it.
What do you think about this new Grimlock?
Me?
Yeah.
What, my opinion?
You're here. Why do you think I'm asking you if you're here?
I don't have time to be doing this.
Oh, I don't know. Well, being someone who owns the Voyager-sized Ultra-class version,
what game?
it's nice to see a bigger one, but I really would have liked a more accurate face.
Yeah. And when did you get the Voyager-sized one?
Are we trying to get that Disney one today?
Man, I got that back in August, I think, with birthday money, I think.
Oh, okay. Moving on from stuff we've already seen before, we have Ultra Class Alpha Trion. And I did not expect to get an Alpha Trion in this toy line.
Yeah, that's a thing I did not expect.
That good?
But it looks good.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a TIE fighter a little bit.
What the heck? You're not even drinking it.
He's not a lion.
No, Aki!
Alpha Trion actually looks...
He's not a lion. You were complaining about that. I know you
don't
like the Tide Return one because of it.
Yeah. And then here is Hero or Ultra Class Optimus Prime, which I plan on getting this one at some point because I like this version of Prime better than any of the other ones that have come out so far from this toy line. Moving on from them, we've got Ultra Class Pro, which I think he's a remold of the Bumblebee. Speaking of Bumblebee, we have...
he doesn't look too hot.
Yeah. Speaking of Bumblebee, we have a new version of the Warrior Class Bumblebee with even more gimmick to him now because they've replaced his articulated arm with another gimmick. And I'm still not very fond of that.
I'm not fond of it either, but I mean, it kind of looks cool.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get it.
I know. Now, here's one of the figures that I know me and Panda are both going to pick up, and this is Gnaw. And they're basing this design off of the Titans Return Sharkticon mold.
I'm getting at least 3 of those.
I'm going to try and get at least maybe 1 or 2.
Because I still want that 3-pack that's on Sir Toys.
Yeah, you and me both.
But traps everywhere.
But yeah, this Gnaw actually looks a little bit better than the Titans Return version.
That was...
Moving on from Gnaw, we have a little Jetfire in his jet mode. And in his robot mode. And I'm guessing this is also Warrior Class because it's on the same shelf. I don't know. What do you think about this Jetfire? Is it Warrior Class?
Yeah, it's a Warrior.
Okay. Moving on from Jetfire, we got...
it's a Warrior Class figure.
Gnaw in his box. The new tagline of the series, Power of the Spark. You've got tiny turbo changers. And what looks to be...
they didn't change much with the top.
When was that in?
Yeah. Not only we might be getting Drift in the main series, but apparently Black Arachnia will be making her eventual return into this show too.
A hippie? Have you ever heard it? Have you ever saw a hippie swiping it?
Because down here is a little Black Widow spider.
That's the part of Changes run, right?
Yep.
Oh my God, Sam.
What?
Don't move from that image yet.
When I don't have a mic.
I can see the scraplet. I didn't see it at first.
Yeah. I think we'll get better angles at it at some point in the slide.
I'm pretty sure that it's a it's one of those action attacker figures, like the smaller scout class scale.
Yeah, they pretty much are. Moving on from yeah, and then we've got our one-step changers, which nobody really cares about except for the little kids. What caught my eye is this one-step changer Jazz here. Apparently, this Jazz is based off of the Power of the Primes Jazz.
The Summit Striker, the Volleyball Girl, and the Frozen Red Knight.
Which, it is very much based on Power of the Primes Jazz.
Save the World skins in the Prisoner, and the Scarlet Defender, and the Postal Warrior.
We've also got Skybite here, Optimus, Skybite. Now here we have the Spark Armor figures. This is kind of where me and his budget are going to mainly go to, I guess, for this toy line.
Yeah, I'll show you.
There's no sign of the Spark Armor Skybite.
In the ground.
Yeah, kind of like some other figures we'll bring up later. So starting off here, we have Prowl with his armor, which kind of looks like Metal Hawk and Trigger Happy a little bit.
My brother's streaming, by the way, so you can hear him talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to pass on.
Yeah, and then you get a better look at Prowl. And then you got Jetfire with his little tank armor.
I don't want to talk about it.
And I think I said, yeah, these are kind of what? Legend scale, I think I said?
No need.
Yeah. And then we've got...
Yeah. I think... I don't know. They kind of look deluxe size.
No, he streams talking.
Some of them do, yeah. And then you got Starscream up here with his bulldozer armor, which looks really weird with all that yellow attached to him.
Almost. Yeah, that's almost.
And then we've got...
It doesn't really matter.
You have to light the fire.
Shockwave with a very Galvatron-y kind of helmet attached to his head.
Right here. Light it. And you have to stand on it.
Yeah.
And then we've got Shockwave's little drone mode with the Megatron helicopter thing. Which, this is the most accurate Shockwave crawler mode we've gotten so far, I think.
Just present.
And then we've got the armor versions of Optimus and Megatron. Got Prime combined with the Jet. Very a la Jetwing Prime.
You're welcome.
And
what can I say except
say what?
Stop it. Get some help.
Are you even
There should be risks over
that
here.
time? Do you like it at all?
Yeah, I like the look. It's very Jetwing Prime. That's kind of why I like it.
Oh, I was hoping there was a rift.
Yeah, same here.
And then we've got the Bumblebee that's combined with the ship, which looks kind of weird but kind of cool at the same time.
Move, Peyton, move.
Yeah, some of the choices that they've made here for what they combine with are a bit odd.
Yeah, and then that is it for Cyberverse. There was the Optimus Prime that combines with the Arc, but it's not on display anymore, so yeah. All right, I'm going to stop sharing there, and I'm going to go to the live chat.
There's two.
River. Oh, J-Former's here. That's good. What's going on, guys? Now we're going to get into
Tilt is going to be covered.
It's going to be the next topic. G1 masterpiece or movie masterpiece? What should we do? G1 masterpiece or movie masterpiece?
Start.
And shoot underwater.
I say leave all the G1 stuff like Siege, Select,
there's going to be a big earthquake.
Last.
All right. So we're going to start with movie masterpiece.
Well, this calls is for...
Because Hasbro was showing off some of their current items that are going to be available within the next few months. Although these two aren't going to be available till near the end of the year, so I guess why not? Here's Jazz. I like the look of Jazz and Megatron. These guys are really, really nice looking.
Accurate.
Yeah, and then here's a little Sam Witwicky running with the cube. It's sad that there's more detail. Oh, sorry. It's sad that there's more detail on the cube than there is on the Sam Witwicky figure.
No, he doesn't, not yet.
Yeah, I don't really care about having a Sam.
He's at 400.
Yeah. And then here's a wider shot of Jazz and Megatron. There's their boxes. Oh, I want a studio version of Movie 1 Megatron so bad.
Yeah, there's an AR down here.
Pretty much all the same stuff that we saw like 2 weeks ago or something like that with Jazz and Megatron. So let's move on to let's move on into G1 masterpiece now because we're getting ready to go into Generations. So we got the G1 masterpiece stuff. Got starting off here with okay, somebody who's not G1, Beast Wars Megatron.
All right, now I have to go to that
and that guy's still so nice looking for being one of the most expensive G1 masterpieces out there.
All right, now we're going to go to that same location in this game.
But all that detail. Yeesh.
I have all my weekly challenges complete.
Okay, now here's where Hasbro's playing into. They will be selling MP44 on Hasbro Pulse for the same price Takara's charging.
What loading screen? Loading screen I have?
Although here we have the prototype.
You have all your weekly challenges done?
I don't know why we have the Huh?
Are they going to be selling Bumblebee on Hasbro Pulse too?
Yeah, they pretty much got all the current MP releases on Hasbro Pulse. The Blue Streak, Bumblebee, Wheeljack, they're all going to be on Hasbro Pulse.
So the Wheeljack with the G1 color to be on there?
I want the Lucky Stud.
It's not on there right now, but it plans on being at some point.
The little Webster.
But for this Prime being so expensive, it is a really nice looking G1 version of Optimus.
And you don't play this game that often?
And then get away from Prime. There's the truck.
What?
Prototype. Everything about Prime is a prototype. Okay. Let me get away from the MP Prime.
My cousin just went full in with the pretty pen. It wasn't working. She just goes.
Okay, now here we go with Masterpiece Anime Colored Wheeljack, which is something both me and Panda want.
Go here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just this is such a nice looking Wheeljack. So nice looking. And then here we have Masterpiece Bumblebee 2.0 with Spike. Like I said off stream earlier with Panda, B's actually starting to rub off on me a little bit, and he's starting to look a little bit better. I don't know if I'm going to pay the price for him, but the new MPB.
Oh, yeah. I'm not falling for it.
Yeah, I know, because you're... Although, didn't you say you needed to replace your current MPB?
Yeah, but I can live with it for the time being. I only have about 50 Bumblebee figures.
Right. And then over here to the right is anime colored Masterpiece Prowl, who looks awesome. More shots of Bumblebee. And this god awful backpack of his. That's a nightmare.
That backpack is awful.
That's nightmare fuel. And that is it for Masterpiece Movie and G1. So let's start Generations. This is where our fun stuff begins.
How about Adana's doing?
Okay. We're going to start off with an item that was not really seen much on the show floor from the Generation stuff. And this is for the 35th anniversary. We are getting repaints of Voyager Optimus Prime, Voyager Megatron, Voyager Soundwave, and Deluxe Prowl. And I've got a bigger image of this one right here because I had to get a bigger one. We are getting, instead of battle damaged versions of Prime and Megatron, we're going to get cell shaded, which means we're going to get that anime or that cartoon, 1984 cartoon sheen that they had on them. Like, you can see the reflection of the window on Prime's chest and other reflection bits.
Alright, come to me.
Same with Megatron. But Soundwave is getting repainted into Sound Blaster. And Prowl is getting repainted into Blue Streak. Hold on. I'm gonna try to.
Did you see two burnt Thanos doing emotes?
So, what are your thoughts about these 35th anniversary figures?
Alright, we're gonna go to the top of this.
I'm pretty excited for most of them.
And we're just gonna emote.
I knew at some point Hasbro would do the whole cell shading with
Actually,
Optimus.
I want to fight someone.
I didn't know they were going to do it with Megatron.
Yeah, same here. What caught me off guard is Sound Blaster and Blue Streak.
Oh, yeah. I did not expect those two.
Yeah.
Those were probably, like, up there with my two favorite reveals today.
Yeah. Now, if we're getting Blue Streak, does that mean at some point we're going to get Smokescreen? I don't really know.
Is it being used out of the Siege mold?
Yes. The artwork depicts that it's going to be used out of the Siege mold.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would imagine they would give us Smokescreen. Unless they want to piss us off.
Alright, let's go back into our plane.
It could be a select series repaint for all I care, as long as we get Smokescreen.
True. We actually try and just go sit on this mountain and emote.
Now, like I said,
where'd that plane go?
Figure.
Yeah.
Where'd the plane go?
Now, like I said, these images were... this image was removed off of social media, and these figures were removed from the display area and replaced with Masterpiece, Movie Megatron, and Jazz. So, currently, we have no information on these, and I think they were saving these guys for San Diego Comic-Con, which I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, this happens so often, though. You gotta think, like, why would they be there in the first place if they were saving them?
Right. It's kind of like that Paris Comic-Con earlier this year. or was it last year, when we got Dark of the Moon, Megatron accidentally revealed when he wasn't supposed to be showing off in that event.
I mean, that's what I did yesterday, was that I accidentally hit my head against the tree.
I think the same thing when Studio Series was coming out. I think the same thing with Blackout.
Yeah.
Supply drop!
But when I find out more information about these figures, I will definitely update you guys, because I'm getting these without a doubt.
No, you can't.
Also, I wanted to point out, Sound Blaster actually has a bigger chest piece than the original Soundwave figure. So he might be able to hold 2 Micromaster cassettes.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
Instead of just one, which kind of cool, but also kind of ruins the fun of Soundwave a little bit.
No, but I see people.
But that's that for now. Now we're gonna get into the main juice, which is Siege and Studio Series. And oh boy. Oh wait, no, not yet. We got one more thing before we cover those. A while back we had a listing for a Select Series Generation Combat Hero Megatron. And they put this out on pre-order on Hasbro Pulse today. Not only that, but Transformer reviewer Kevin Lau also had a review put up of the figure at the same time. And
yeah, but no, I could have killed that.
That Megatron is quite interesting. So let me share it with you guys. And then I will check the chat. Hold on, Peyton. Keep drawing.
You know what I am?
So here is the Combat Hero Voyager Megatron, which is just a repaint with a new head of Siege Megatron. It's weird, but kind of cool at the same time.
What?
So that is it for that Megatron. Now let me get over to you guys. I missed quite a bit in the chat room. Okay. Mostly River. Hold on, Peyton. Siege. All right, let's get into Siege, shall we? Panda left, which is weird. All right, let's get into the nitty and the gritty with Siege, and then we'll cover Studio Series. Hold on, guys.
It's the green, and it's 69. 69 green.
Quite. Okay. Let's get Siege going, and
yeah, the green one is the green.
Let's go all the way back to the top.
The green
Starting right here, we have Commander Class Skyfire. And yes, I'm calling this one Skyfire. This dude just looks awesome. Like, really, really awesome. His jet mode, cockpit. Oh, and fun facts.
Yeah, its pickup has to be silent. And you have to have those exactly.
You can take out this little gray piece here in the cockpit, and you can put a Titan Master in there for playability.
There we go.
Here is Omega Supreme.
Wait a minute, I have the perfect. I was gonna put on the default skin.
Omega looks great. And I didn't think he was going to have translucent orange fingers, but it doesn't bother me. Just Omega looks so awesome. And here is Voyager Springer. This guy is fantastic looking in all of his modes. Here's Galaxy Prime or Cybertron Optimus Prime, whichever you call it.
Anybody?
Springer's car mode. For people that finally or wanted to see his car, this looks great. Very cartoon accurate to the, or faithful to the cartoon. Same thing with the helicopter mode. Here is Voyager Thundercracker, and he does have a different face compared to Starscream. He's got a little smirk. But Thundercracker looks amazing.
400.
Here is Red Alert, Impactor, Smashdown.
53. That's not enough.
Here's Omega Supreme in his tank mode.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Peyton.
Here is Countdown in Omega's rocket shuttle. And here's a bigger range of the display. Where's the paper I gave you? Just Siege looking good. Really, really, really good. I'm gonna jump over these images. Let's start back. Right.
Hey, and move out of the way, please.
Okay, right here.
There's more.
Getting a better look at Springer's robot mode. This guy looks just fantastic. Hasbro, you guys did it again. There's going to be collectors selling their Thrilling 30. They're Thrilling 31 just for this. I love how this looks. I, without a doubt, am buying this. And here's Thundercracker again. Better look at his Tetrajet mode. Yes, it is slightly mistransformed. Joe, be quiet. It's a painted prototype, I'm assuming, so it's going to be slightly off. Here's Smashdown again. I'm liking the hammer mode that he has. Very cool looking. Again, Red Alert, who does have a different gun from Sideswipe. He doesn't have the same missile pod that Sideswipe came with. He comes with Sideswipe's handgun. Ooh, sorry. Got something in my throat.
Yeah. Can you give me that lighter? Yeah.
Here's Impactor in his tank mode. Oddly enough, there was no Mirage on this display at all. Same stuff. Oh, what the gimmick of Jetfire. On the bottom, there is a handle that you can attach a figure's hand to. And you could, if you're a kid, you can fly around Jetfire with robots on the bottom of him as if he's deploying robots into battle. Like that. Which is really cool. And then here's the back of Omega Supreme's packaging. Big. This is a big bot. And here's the side with the arc. A little glimpse of the front of the box. And that's the end of that.
Done.
Now, I do have an image of the front of Omega's box right here for you guys. Here's the front of Omega's box, and up here is Skyfire, Tetrajets, some Decepticons. And I also have an image of Skyfire's box right here.
You know, if you buy the Love Ranger,
the one thing I like about Skyfire and Omega's box, that in Skyfire's packaging, you've got Omega down here fighting the cons on the front of Omega's box. But up here, you got Skyfire shooting at Seekers. So, yeah, that is it for Siege. Now let's get into Studio Series. Starting off with Voyager Bone Crusher.
That's tough.
Again, Bone Crusher looks great. His size could have been a little bit better, but I'm just nagging a little bit. Here is Voyager KSI Boss from Age of Extinction, which is a gold-silver repaint of the Last Night Nitro Zeus. It fits the character perfectly. It works beautifully. Here is Bumblebee Optimus in his truck mode. In his robot mode. KSI Boss's jet mode.
Hey, move!
Joe, be quiet!
Tell her to move! This kid's adding you. I'm betting it. He's adding you.
Here is Helicopter Drift in his helicopter mode. Yeah. This guy looks good. Robot mode on point. Just gorgeous looking. And then here is the ANC Javelin and Dropkick. He looks smaller than Drift, which I was afraid of.
There's an ammo box behind you.
Here is Hightower.
Oh.
Kind of wonky looking Decepticon, I will say. Here's probably the coolest figure that was revealed next to Card Dropkick. Dark of the Moon leader Optimus Prime. Which, oh, this guy looks good. It's just movie 1, Studio Prime with the jetpacks, the trailer, the weapons. But he looks good. And he's got the movie accurate flames. How can you go wrong with that? There's the weapons trailer.
It says you can get 3 people.
Bone Crusher again. Jetwing Prime, Eventually Fallen style. Jetfire. Megatron.
How come they said it? You can get 3.
Nope, not yet.
I have that skin.
We've got some of the deluxes. We got.
I have the frozen one.
Hold on. We got Sideswipe, Clunker B, Cogman, World War II B, Scrap Metal, Shatter, Barricade. And that is really it for the studio line. So we stop sharing. Let's see. Unknown Loki 3559. Hello. River, that is this is the little one you're hearing is my niece.
Wow. Noise. Wait a minute, those 3 snowmen's not normally there. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's read comments.
Please. There's more bandages behind you.
Yeah, he looks better than Nitro. Hightower.
I wish I had V-Bucks.
No more Bumblebees. They need to do one more B and be done. No pun intended. Now let's get on to the Power Rangers. stuff. We've only got a little bit to go with Power Rangers. We are going to cover the Lightning Collection toy line, which is the adult collector. It's pretty much our version of the Marvel Legends for Power Rangers. So let's get started.
There's bandages behind you.
Here we have
by the campfire.
The Beast Morphers Red Ranger, and oh, this is good.
Oh, there he is.
This is as accurate you can get to the Go Buster suit. This is good looking.
You just destroyed it. You just shredded that.
And then we move on to the rest of the Lightning Collection. We have an image.
Imagine it's that kid from that playground. Imagine it's that kid from
the Shadow Ranger from SPD. You've got Lord Zed. He comes with two hands, with two pairs of hands. His staff, an effect part. But just the detail on Lord Zed alone is amazing. They got every nook and cranny of his veiny-looking body, and it's just creepy. That's how I've always felt about Lord Zed. He also comes with his monster-growing bomb thing, which is cool.
Wait, you have 5 kills!
And then here we have the Beast Morphers Red Ranger again, with the head of the actor Rory Travis. And this looks really good. You've got down here his Cheetah Blaster, his blade with some energy effects, two pairs of hands, his helmet.
L1 twice, like switch to your dualies.
But this looks great. This is an incredible likeness to the actor. And exclusive to GameStop, we have Lightning Collection Goldar. And this Goldar looks good. You've got his sword, some purple lightning effects.
I know that,
but oh, that is so cool. If we can get a Lightning Collection Rita Repulsa, I'd be down. I would be down. And then we have the first figure that we ever saw out of the Lightning toy line, the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, Tommy Oliver. You can see he's got two pairs of hands, Saba, the Tommy head, an effect, and just a gorgeous looking paint scheme.
14 players.
I love how they got the dark gold for the White Ranger instead of using the bright metallic gold that Bandai used a lot.
It could be a duo. It could be a duo.
But he just looks good, and the detail on the Tommy head, for the head of Jason David Frank, is amazing. And then finally we have the Dino Charge Red Ranger, played by Brennan Mejia, and he's got the Brennan Mejia head sculpt, and it looks just like Brennan Mejia. He's also got two pairs of hands, his Ranger helmet, the Dino Charge Saber, the Dino Charge Morpher, and a slash effect. He looks great. And then, oh no, not finally. Here we have the Shadow Ranger, Doggy Kruger, from SPD. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the Shadow Ranger. You've got the detail of the pants on it, or the wrinkling of his suit on the figure. I love that. He comes with two pairs of hands, the Doggy Kruger head, his Morpher, Shadow Saber, and the sword effect. This looks amazing. And all of these Ranger figures are for pre-order right now on Hasbro Pulse. So that's it for the Lightning Collection. Now we're moving on to Power Rangers Beast Morphers itself. And there's quite a bit to go over here. Starting off, we have our first little demo video of the Beast X Morpher. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the video for you guys because I don't want to get in trouble with copyright, but
Press R.
Sparkleton Prime.
Suppress R. And how are you supposed to do your suppress R so fast? Don't shoot him.
All right, let's get into the. You know what? I'm going to show the demo video of the Morpher. I'm hoping the audio comes out clear. So here we go.
How'd they see you? You're carrying me by 3 kills.
So that's a little demonstration of the Morpher itself. Quite honestly, I want this Morpher. This looks like it's going to be a really neat Morpher. Now let's get into the Beast Morpher's toys themselves. We're going to start off with the Zords.
Building to your northwest.
So starting up here, we have the image will load. The Zords themselves. We have the Rabbit Zord.
That soccer skin's butt.
The gold or the Silver Ranger's Jet Beetle Zord. The Ultra Zord. The the Gorilla Zord. And it's truck mode. A little blurry image of the box. The Cheetah Zord. Or the Beast Cheetah Cruise Zord thing. Goes from car to Cheetah to bot to Megazord. And it looks really good. Yeah. This looks better than the one that came out in Go Busters, honestly. And then you've got the Gold Ranger's Zord, which is a crane. I forget what the bug he is, and the robot mode. And Ultra Zord, a different kind of Ultra Zord figure. Now here's some of the roleplay toys. We've got the masks, the Cheetah Blade, the Red Ranger's Beast Fury mode, the Cheetah Blaster, the Cheetah Claw, some more kitty-based toys. Here is the Beast X Saber, our DX sword for the main toy line that we will see later down the road.
Not in zone.
A promo shot of the Red Ranger.
It's a solo.
Now I think we're going to. Here's the Red Ranger costume for Halloween. Now we get into the action figures. Here is the Blue Ranger. The Red Ranger with the Cheetah Blaster and his Ranger key thing, or his Morphex key. Here is our first look at one of our villains, Roxy, I'm going to assume. Her color scheme here is a little different from her color scheme in Go Busters. Because in Go Busters, she was purple, not green. I don't know. Maybe they're going to tweak something in the show. Who knows? She comes with a Morph X key over here in the far right. Here is Blaze with his Morph X key. With the Tronics, the henchman, with his key and weapons. The Yellow Ranger. This is Jax, the Beast Bot, and he comes with his own little Morph-X key too. He has torpedo carrots on his shoulders. Red Ranger in his Beast Fury mode with the Cheetah Blade, the Cheetah Claw, and the key on his arm. The Gold Ranger with his sword, his morpher, and a key. All these figures are going to come with keys. Here we have Drillatron, one of the monsters of the week. And we have our main villain of the series, Evox. And then we have our Silver Ranger. Here we have the Beast Bots, Cruz, and Jax. Or Smash. With their own keys as well.
True.
Better look at Cruz in his bike mode, and a better look at Cruz's Cruz's key, and a better look at the box. I'm gonna like these toys for sure. Better look at Smash. Now these are the giant scaled Ranger figures. They're basic, but they're cool. I think this is it. Yep, that is it.
Yes.
So I'm going to stop sharing.
No one can show off. I'm trying to get to a level 110.
And that is all of the toy reveals for Toy Fair 2019. There were literally a lot of stuff. Ain't going through. You mean the audio ain't going through? Yeah. I'm just now noticing that. Okay. You think I'm a little better now? Reading your guys' comments. Dino Thunder, SPD, Samurai. Yeah, there were a lot of good Ranger seasons, weren't there? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why didn't they do it the whole
My highest points in this is 3.
The whole thing Combiner War style. Can I watch your new video? Depending on what it is. Let's see. I would, River, but I'm not starting stuff right now. Leech Gaming. Hello.
Let's go.
But,
Sammy, my friend is watching the stream. My friend on the game.
Is your friend Leech Gaming?
Sure. Yeah.
Kind of figured.
Hey, and move those Pringle bottles off the TV.
But that is all the Toy Fair stuff we've got right now. And
okay. look his channel up. Look his channel up. He's not far behind you.
All right, River. Let's see what you got here.
No, Peyton, sit down. Move, Peyton!
Okay.
Peyton, move!
Random as I thought.
Move, Peyton!
Random. Your whole life is just random, isn't it, River?
No, I'm on his concert right now.
But, yeah. So, I think we'll see more of these 35th anniversary Transformers figures at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know. Like I said earlier, when I find out more information about these 35th anniversary figures, I will let you guys know the minute I find out. But until then, I've got nothing. Also, I forgot to bring this up during Siege, but in the last stream, I brought up that we would be getting a leader class Astro Train in Wave 3.
He knows a lot about this.
And apparently this was confirmed to be a release.
A little help here. No, he's finishing. He's finishing. Oh, he's freaking low.
Okay, I'm going to try and find the... there we go. Siege Astro Train confirmed. I don't know where it was confirmed to be confirmed, but it is a confirmed figure for a later wave.
He's not trying to get demonetized more than he already is.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yes, it is. Sit down. Huh?
But yeah. So
yeah.
Crankcase for Studio Series. Yeah, me too. I want a crankcase that's not Crowbar.
Ready up.
Perfect. Oh, good grief. That is everything for now, you guys. I thank you all for watching. I'm going to end the stream here because I've got some things I got to do. So I will see you all you guys in the next live stream, which will probably be next week. So later.